Hello and welcome to Patagonia, Argentina. I'm on the start line for the qualifying for the MXGP class. I just want to have a quick word with Rui Gonçalves. Rui, good to see you. Just tell us, we're third rounds in now, tell us how you see yourself fitting into the 2015 season.
Yeah, it didn't start as I was planned, before Qatar I had a big crash and a big concussion, so I was not able to be 100%. So now things start to roll, and I think by now the results should start to come, and I'm also growing together with the team. They've been doing a good effort, so appreciate that.
You've been training with Tony as well. How are you getting on with that?
Yeah, sure. Tony's a long-term friend. He's a great guy on and off the track, so it's always nice to be with him and try to improve. Yeah.
Good luck. Thank you. I want to have a quick word with a man they call Mr. Consistent. He was second overall in the championship last year, but he hasn't had the best of starts to the season. Jeremy Van Horbeek. Jeremy, just tell us what happened in Thailand, because it wasn't the best of MXGPs for you, was it?
No, I had a crash in the first moto, after the start, and I hit my head really bad, and I saw like stars, and it gets worse every lap, I saw really blurry, and that's why, I pulled out twice. Maybe it's not an excuse, but still, safety is the main thing, in this sport, and I will be back, so I did it last year, so I'm gonna do it this year, so I'm not worried at all.
Exactly, and you were fast in time practice earlier as well.
Yeah, no, it's second, I think, but it was okay, So I'm really relaxed this weekend, and everything is gonna come my way for sure.
I like your positive thinking. Thanks, Jeremy. Best of luck. Time now for the MXGP qualifying.
The Rockstar Energy Suzuki World MXGP rider, Commander Sal, who's been looking pretty relaxed all weekend, was fastest in time training by just 0.2 of a second over the HRC Honda rider Evgeny Bobryshev. Roman Fevre was third, Ryan Villapoto was fourth, Jeremy Van Horbeek was fifth, and Gauthier Paulin on the second of the HRC machines was sixth. On board there with Ryan Villapoto and Gauthier Paulin as the riders take their positions on the gate. Ryan Villapoto there alongside Jeremy Van Horbeek in gate number 4. The gate drops here. Not a bad jump for Villapoto, but got squeezed going into the first turn as the Red Bull Ice One Husqvarna of Max Nagel and Clement Desal duked it out through the first couple of corners. Desal ran wide on the exit of turn 2, and Nagel was up into the lead. Cairoli was right there in third place as well. Good start for Bobryshev. He came out in fourth place, ahead of Van Horbeek and Roman Fevre, as Ryan Villapoto was just outside of the top 10 on the opening lap. Villapoto started his charge through the field though, made this pass on Roman Fevre, who tried to cut back to the inside, lost traction at the rear wheel, and the American was through. He then went after Jeremy Van Horbeek, number 89, and it was an easy pass around the outside of the Belgian. And with that, Villapoto was up into fourth, heading after the Russian, number 777, Evgeny Bobryshev. Villapoto thought the pass was made at the end of the start straight, but the Russian was riding a very wide Honda. Half a lap later though, and Villapoto was through. He kept it nice and low over the finish line jump and squeezed the Russian, who had to change lanes. And then Villapoto went after Max Nagel and Antonio Cairoli. Roman Fevre was having a good ride, eventually got past the 777 of Evgeny Bobryshev. That got him up into sixth place. And while they were battling and taking each other out, Clement Desal, who'd made a mistake early on in the race, dropping from fourth, found his way up the inside of the Yamaha rider and then eventually passed the Russian as well. Desal then was up into fifth place. A big moment from Bobryshev. Cost him more time and positions as he eventually fell to eighth position. On board with his teammate here, Gauthier Paulin. You can see how easy it was for him to go past the Russian, who was just losing places in the second half of the race. Paulin would eventually come home in seventh, but Villapoto, with a few laps to go, got himself onto the rear wheel of the number 12 of Max Nagel. On board with him here. See how he has to use every inch of the racetrack to avoid the roost, but he was a lot quicker over the far section of the racetrack into turn 3, snuck up the inside of the German, and was in second, and at this point was about 7 seconds down on Antonio Cairoli on the Red Bull KTM, who'd led from the very first lap. On the GoPro here with Villopoto, and that's Cairoli just ahead of him. Using all of his experience, and on the final lap it was as close as this. Cairoli hanging on, and the crowd here in Argentina witnessing probably one of the best races of the year so far. But in the end the flag fell. It was Cairoli from Villopoto, Nagel and De Salle with Van Hoorbeek in fifth. And as they pulled off the track, there was a nice show of appreciation and respect for the two champions, Tony Cairoli and Ryan Villopoto. More to come in the main race, I'm sure. And the fans loved it as well.
Tony, congratulations, pole position, great atmosphere to watch out there, but quite nail-biting at the end for you.
Yeah, you know, in the beginning I had some trouble passing Max, and he passed me back. Then I get a little bit arm pump. I was trying to push, pull away, but I had to rest a little bit, and it's pretty high here. Also the altitude that affects me a lot with my asthma. So I was a little bit under breath. I couldn't breathe so good, and yeah, for tomorrow I think it's better. I need to break my breath today, and then tomorrow I think will be better with the hits, with the two hits. And but I'm happy overall. Pole position it's not really important on this track because the start is you have a lot of good place to start, but I'm happy for sure to be on pole.
Good job, thank you. Ryan, congratulations, second in qualifying. It was so close between the top three, but a really good pass there on Max.
Yeah, it was good. You know, didn't get the start we wanted to. Seemed to, I don't know if we were a little late on the gate or maybe just kind of dug a hole in behind the gate there and struggled a little bit, but we're able to get out of there and get out of the pack and ride a pretty good race. And you know, I felt like I had some decent lines and you know, was inching up on those guys, but you know, tomorrow's it's gonna take a start.
Good luck, thank you. Max, third in qualifying. What's the conditions like out there, and what was it like when Ryan passed you just at the end?
Oh, it was fine. I just let him a bit space to actually pass, more or less, let's say, because I'm a bit struggling with the track today. And also in the beginning I was leading and Tony passed me immediately, and I tried to follow him to see some lines, and I did the same with Ryan, just follow him and look, because I was not feeling that comfortable today on the track. So maybe it helps to make it better tomorrow, and then yeah, for sure tomorrow I will fight, but today was just a bit easy.
Okay. Good luck for tomorrow, thanks.
Thank you.